Hey guys, Jess here with Key Tarot. I'm going to do a reading for the Twin Flame Collective for the new full moon that we have, or the full moon, not the new full moon. I think it's the buck moon. I think it's on the 23rd, which is tomorrow, I believe. Alrighty, let us say a quick blessing and we'll just get started, all right? Holy Spirit, thank you so much for being with us here today and in every breath that we take. We ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. All right, I'm going to start us off with this Heaven and Earth Tarot and find out what we have going on out there for you guys. I hope you're doing well. Whoop. Okay. All right. So I have tried to record the Twin Flame Collective message. This will be the third time now this week. And I have had my videos just cut off in the middle of recording and disappear. I've had them fail to upload and have to delete them because they're corrupted. And I've noticed that other readers in various platforms have been having the same issues, but I will tell you that in every single reading I've recorded, the same card has come out for our masculine collective every single time. And it's come out either in the upright or in the reverse. And it's this Hierophant card. The Hierophant is the card of Taurus. It's a card of commitment. It's a card of marriage. It's a card of stability. This is, I feel like, for our masculine collective, very important right now. I feel like they're trying to establish some kind of security through a form of commitment. Now we have the Eight of Pentacles here, which is all about hard work. It's about putting in effort. It's about trying, and when you can't do it anymore, you just get up and you do it some more anyway. This is somebody who's putting in long hours, and we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. This is someone who feels like either they haven't been giving fairly of themselves or they haven't been receiving fairly in their lives. With the Six of Pentacles, it's an energy of breadcrumbing on one side or the other. It's an energy of putting in more than you're receiving. I don't know if we have this masculine collective who's like double timing on the commitments that they have in their lives. It almost feels like they're trying to, well, I mean, I don't want to put words in their mouth. Let me just look a little bit further here. Yeah, I have the Nine of Cups that comes out here. And specific to this Heaven and Earth Tarot, they do title some of their artwork, and this one says material happiness. I feel like this masculine collective is working really, really hard, especially this summer, on creating material wealth for themselves, and they're actually focusing on things that they believe will make them happier long term. It feels like they're starting to commit to themselves, and I should say something about this Hierophant card that I keep getting I keep getting the impression that they're really working hard on creating a stronger relationship with their higher selves and their higher power. I feel like this is someone who's really coming into their own spiritually, and someone who is starting to wake up to the synchronicities and the magic of life around them in some way. And I know that sounds kind of hokey and cliche, the magic of life around them, but it really does feel like someone who's opening up their seventh chakra, that crown chakra, and that sixth, that third eye chakra. It feels like that's being awakened for these masculines. Now, over time, I feel, and a lot of other people feel, that the masculine collective has really had their lower three chakra points open and humming and just like really active. And that's like your root chakra, that's your sacral chakra, that's that solar plexus chakra, just like very active and open. And it's because they've had to, you know, push their way forward in the world as the, you know, belonging to that warrior template that the masculines have carried for so long. And they've kind of had these sluggish upper three chakras for you know, millennia, where they were, considered to be less intuitive than the feminine, the divine feminine, right? Or considered to be less communicative than the feminines, or considered to be less spiritual than the feminines. And I feel like we've had a dramatic shift on our planet where we've had this awakening of the masculine chakra system, to where they've had those upper three chakras unblocked. I don't know about this throat chakra yet, but this crown chakra and this third eye chakra have been opened up in a way recently that I think is well, it's life-changing, and it's soul-changing, really. It's good. I like it. It's all about ascension, right? I have the Two of Pentacles that comes out on top of this. I feel like this masculine collective is working so hard to keep things balanced. It feels like they're kind of walking a tightrope energetically. And I've got the, oh man, I got the Lovers in the reverse. It could have been that they've gotten themselves in over their head, either financially or with juggling more than one person. It could be that they're having to decide what they want to commit to, like fully commit to. And you know, in life we go in these 7-year cycles, 9-year cycles, 13-year cycles, all of these you know, kind of lengthy cycles in which we explore various parts of who we are. And it feels like this masculine is at a point where they're going to have to make a decision. Do I commit to another 10 years of this life, or do I jump ship and I follow a new pathway? With this Lovers card in the reverse, this is someone who's having a difficult choice to make. The Lovers card is, yes, it's a card of a love relationship, but really it's a card of choice. It's a card of finite choice. Are you all in? Are you all out? If I choose you, all the other options are off the table. If I don't choose you, I get to keep all my other options, but I might not get to choose you. That's basically the feeling of the Lovers card. It's also the card of Gemini, if that resonates with you at all. Now I'm going to slide all of this over. I'm going to get... actually, I think I want to clarify just a little bit for this masculine collective. I'm going to use this Star Power Tarot to kind of find out what it is that they're focused. So, like, because this commitment, this Hierophant card, like I was saying, has come out so many times for the masculine. What is that about? I got the Four of Wands. You've got to be kidding me. I feel like this masculine, well, all right. The Four of Wands is that Twin Flame 1111 awakening card. What was I saying? They've had that third eye chakra blown wide open, and as well as that crown chakra. And now all of a sudden, I really think that they've had some kind of wake up call as to who or what it is, what path they want to align with here. And I think it's different than the one that they had thought that they were going to be choosing. I think that they're going to be choosing this feminine collective. And I wouldn't normally say that. I had the Seven of Cups that came out with that though. And this is somebody who is... Well, the Seven of Cups can be a few different things. Specific to this Star Power Tarot, it's someone who is looking at themselves through illusionary glasses, right? It's like the funhouse mirror, like, I'm not sure who I am. Who do I want to be? And life is kind of falling apart because I'm not sure which one is really me. Who is the real me? And this, will the real Slim Shady please stand up? Yeah. But we have somebody who's making a choice, and I feel like they're choosing to follow this new pathway that's been opened for themselves. And I would not normally say that if I didn't see it in the cards. I'm also hearing beam me up, Scotty. I have the Strength card that's come out with that. That's the card of Leo. This is someone who is encouraging themselves to make difficult choices. The Strength card, I always think of it as a difficult time in one's life where you're asked to be brave in a situation that maybe you've never encountered before. I feel like this masculine, whoever I'm talking to, whatever part of the collective I'm talking to, this is someone who had made major previous commitments, and now they're deviating from those, and they're committing to follow a new pathway. And it's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be the easiest pathway for them to follow, but that is when you're asked to be brave. That's when you're asked to be strong, right? If there's nothing to be scared of, then there's no reason to be strong. There's no reason to be brave. It's a challenging time. And I have the Judgment card. This is amazing. I love this. I'm kind of geeking out about it over here. This Judgment card is the wake-up call card, and is specific to this Star Power Tarot. This is somebody who has to remove the masks that they had been wearing previously because they're ready to. They're ready to see their real selves. They're ready to see the truth of who they are, which is scary business, you know? Sometimes it's hard to look at yourself in the mirror after these 7-year cycles, 9-year cycles, 13-year cycles. See who you've accumulated in yourself. And it feels like they're actually doing well with this choice, a challenging choice, but they're ready to do it. They're ready to put in the hard work here, and they're seeing things for what they are. They've had a wake-up call. They've had some kind of resurrection of themselves, of their true selves in their lives. Color me impressed, masculines. I'm going to slide that over. Let us read a little bit for the feminines, and then I'll hook into a storyline if I can. Alrighty, Feminine's got the Judgment card out too. What? That's amazing. I love it. You know I love it when you guys give me repeat cards, and I especially love it in these twin flame readings when you guys mirror each other immediately. So we have the Judgment card out for the Feminines too. These Feminines have worked hard to get to the point that they're at, as have the Masculines. They have removed a lot of these blinders that have been on them. They've removed a lot of the need to live for other people, to impress other people, to present themselves to other people. We have this massive awakening in our feminine collective of, I'm happiest when I'm just me, and I'm happiest when I'm happy, and I don't feel the need to be anyone other than myself. That's kind of the dynamic of this. Now I do have the 5 of Pentacles that comes out on its side here. The Feminines have struggled financially, and remember how I was saying earlier, when the Masculines really had those lower 3 chakras unblocked for so long, but the upper 3 were real sluggish. Our heart chakras are largest, and that's the 4th chakra, and it's always open. It's usually the biggest chakra on everybody, and sometimes it can be a little cloudy, it can be a little sluggish. Our 7th chakra is always open too, but it does but the Masculines specifically, it's been the third 3 that have been, or the top 3 that have been a little closed off, but the Feminines have been a little sluggish on their lower 3. The lower 3 chakras would be your solar plexus, your sacral, and your root chakra. The root chakra is directly responsible to the material abundance that you have in your lives. And, you know, stereotypically over the millennia, the Feminines have had a real hard time getting that chakra point to open and really function well for them because of all sorts of reasons. And it feels like this Feminine is starting to lift themselves out of poverty on their own. Good job. I have the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, but man, they are sick of waiting on this Masculine. They are tired of waiting for the things that they have been working towards to come to fruition. They're very tired of it. They're starting to get tired of being alone. They're tired of carrying this yoke all the time on their own. And I really feel like this feminine collective that I'm talking to has they've released the need for, I don't know if it's releasing the need for partnership. They've released the need to rely on anyone other than themselves. And I mean that in a healthy, positive way. They've become very independent, but they're tired of waiting on someone else. I have the World card that comes out there. And I got the 7 of Swords. Interesting. All right, and the World card came out in the reverse for the Feminines. Now, this Heaven and Earth Tarot, like I was saying, they do title some of their artwork. The 7 of Swords is typically known for being kind of the liar, kind of deceitful, somebody you can't trust, somebody who's always trying to get away with things. According to this Heaven and Earth, they've titled this one Unstable Effort. And I feel like the Feminines are kind of, because we have 2 of these 7s right on top of each other, it's taken so long for this Masculine to present themselves or to make contact with them or to reach out to them or to communicate to them, whatever, that they've really started to feel like giving up. They've started to feel like moving on and not looking back. Kind of this energy of, fine, I'll just take my toys and go kind of energy. But with this World card that comes out in the reverse, this is somebody who's really struggling to move from one phase to the next. And I'm going to clarify, I'm going to find out what that's about because I'm not sure why you guys are experiencing this. Queen of Swords in the reverse. It's the lack of communication that's really doing it. This this feminine collective, I don't know what's really happened here, but the Queen of Swords in the reverse is somebody who has either spoken without thinking, or there's someone who didn't plan for the future, or there's someone who is really struggling with their ability to communicate their needs or their feelings in life. And with this 7 of Swords, I almost feel like this whole thing is kind of a wake-up call for the feminine right now. Like they may be experiencing some kind of wake-up call about their finances, maybe about their business, maybe about the way that they have been living for a while. I feel like they're starting to see where the holes have been in their lives, where they need to pick up the slack, where they need to cut themselves some slack, where they need to make some changes. Let me grab this other deck and clarify a little bit. I have the Page of Wands here. I think this feminine is ready to start talking to this masculine, whoever they are in their lives. This Page of Wands is a message of curiosity. It's a message of flirtation. This feminine is tired of waiting on the masculine to do it, and they're getting to the point where they're about to speak up for themselves. And I would normally never advise that, but let's just look. I got the Five of Wands, man. Alrighty, so you got 2 5s, you got 2 7s out there. This Five of Wands is someone who's, like, I always think of the Five of Wands as the analysis paralysis card for me, but it's like the checklist. It's the pros and cons checklist. Yes, I should do it. No, I shouldn't do it. Yes, I should reach out. These are the pros, these are the cons. This is somebody who's kind of sweating bullets about it. It's like mental obsession, oppression kind of energy. And that goes right on top of that Queen of Swords in the reverse. I feel like the Queen of Swords in the reverse for this feminine collective is really an issue of not speaking their mind, which is very unnatural to the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, they may not always be the most popular. They may not always have the most popular of opinions. However, they are very honest. They're very truthful. They're very wise, typically in the upright position. And they tell it like it is. But whenever we have this Queen in the reverse like this is somebody who really feels like they just can't say what it is they need to say. And it's making them feel frustrated, I think. And I think it's making them feel like wanting to throw in the towel for this whole journey or this whole situation or this whole relationship. I got the Page of Pentacles. I got 2 pages out there. This is somebody who's starting from ground zero. This is somebody who's kind of rebuilding themselves. They've been rebuilding themselves for a while. These pages are kind of immature energies. It feels like this feminine, they want healing for this relationship or situationship. And they're willing to start out as friends. They're willing to see where it will go. I kind of feel like we've almost had a flip-flop of the dynamic here. I've got the Seven of Wands in the reverse. They don't want any drama. And I got the Knight of Cups. This is somebody who just wants to offer love, kindness, friendship, support, something like that. We have someone here who has really changed their motivations. I think there's a real motivation towards healing in this dynamic. There's somebody who just wants to start communicating. They don't have any ulterior motives. They don't want to cause any problems or any drama. They just want to be good to this masculine dynamic. And I don't know what went down before here, but there's some reason that these two are not already in union or together. And it feels like this feminine is feeling badly about some of the things they may have said in the past, maybe some of the things they did in the past, and they're wanting to heal it, but they feel like they can't move on until communication is made here. And they're getting to the point, they're getting so frustrated that they're considering reaching out themselves. All right, now let me get, let us use this heaven. What is this one? This is the Artist's Inner Vision Tarot. Let's do this. All right, I have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. This relationship is basically at a standstill. No one's talking, no one's moving, there's no forward movement whatsoever. Infuriating, frustrating, stuck in the mud kind of dynamic. No one's yielding, no one's shifting, no one's changing, no one's reaching out. This is how it's been. This is how it's been for a while. And now I have the Page of Swords that comes out here. Both of these individuals, I don't know which one of you, maybe both, maybe one of you, have been watching each other from a distance. If you have social media pages, they're watching it. If you have your own channel, they're watching it. If you have any kind of anything online, somebody's watching it. One of the other of you are. I don't know if both are. The Page of Swords, whenever it comes out in the reverse or on its side, it's kind of an energy of online stalking, and I don't mean that in like a real sinister, malicious way. I just mean someone who's not communicating, they're just watching from a distance. And I have the Nine of Cups. I'm hearing lots of information. I'm not going to say it out loud. Basically, what it's saying is whenever this person is watching you online, they start to daydream. Let's just say they start to daydream a little. I have the Eight of Pentacles here. That's the second time out for that guy. This is somebody who is watching you while they're working, while they're at work, while they're sitting at their desk. They may have your Facebook page open. They may have your YouTube channel open, your Instagram open, whatever it is that you use. I've got the Wheel of Fortune out here on its side. There's somebody here who's waiting for things to change. It feels like both individuals here are waiting for a situation to change. The thing about the Wheel of Fortune is that it's always going to change. There's always going to be a shift in the dynamic because it's a wheel. It turns. So either you're going forward or you're not moving at all, or you're moving backwards, right? In this situation, we have it coming out on its side, which kind of is the feeling of stagnancy that comes from that Knight of Pentacles, but it's somebody who's wanting a change. They're waiting for a shift to happen. How's that going to happen? I have the Five of Cups in the reverse. It feels like when these two individuals stop giving to things that are no longer important, that's when things get better. We have somebody here who's tired of the day in, day out and the routine that they're experiencing, and it feels like it's kind of coming to a head. It feels like someone who's just getting to the point where I'm hearing they're kind of grieving this pain of separation in a way. Two of Cups. This is somebody who understands this is a soulmate relationship. The second soulmate card you've got out. You got the Twin Flame card here. You got the Two of Cups. And we had the Lovers card out earlier, didn't we? Yeah, we did. So that'd be the third soulmate card you've had out here in this reading. Good job, you. These are two people, I think, who both want each other equally. I think they both think of each other equally. I think that this is a real mirror image kind of reading where both parties in this collective are feeling the same ways about each other. And what's with this lack of communication? Because it's really got this feminine up. It's got the knickers in a twist. Dang it, I got the Four of Wands out here again. So there's the understanding between both of these individuals. Each one of them knows who the other person is to them. They absolutely do. This masculine is aware of what this twin flame dynamic is. This feminine is aware of what this twin flame dynamic is. They both feel it. They both know that they're magnetized towards one another. They both understand that they share some kind of core with one another. They both understand that it's kind of a meant to be sort of thing. There's this real fear of causing drama. So basically we have two individuals, or one individual here, who's still very worried about the three-dimensional world and what the fallout of communicating with one another is going to be with that Seven of Wands in the reverse. That's the second time out for that one too. Yeah, it's right there on top of the same one. Very good. So this feminine doesn't want any drama. They just want healing. I think this masculine is afraid of drama. Yeah. I got the Star card that comes out on top of that. That is the card of Aquarius, but it is the card that says, you belong to me and I belong to you. This is something that is understood, that it's just part of their divine path. And here's the thing I always say about soulmates, right? It doesn't matter if they have to hit you with their car. They